The video lesson by N. Markandeya, lecturer in chemistry, MBS Government Arts and Science College, Mahbub Nagar, Department of Chemistry. Today topic is Carnot cycle in thermodynamics. Belongs to 6th semester, 7th paper. So here before Carnot cycle, so we discussed the limitation of first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics, need for the second law of thermodynamics. Need for the second law of thermodynamics. See here, so according to first law, so if in a process some amount of energy is consumed, the same amount of energy produced in some other form, but it does not tells about the feasibility or spontaneity of a process. According to first law, if in a process some amount of energy is consumed, the same amount of energy produced in some other form, but it does not tells about the feasibility or spontaneity of process. Okay, for example, it is impossible to extract heat from ice by cooling it to low temperature and using this heat for warming of water. The heat transfer takes place always from high temperature to low temperature spontaneously. Transfer of heat from low temperature to high temperature requires expenditure of energy. That process is a non-spontaneous process. Next, the first law of thermodynamics says that the energy of an isolated system remains constant during change in its state, but it does not tells whether a change can occur spontaneously or not. So next, first law of thermodynamics is the most general statement of law of conservation of energy. It states that energy of one form can be converted into a equivalent energy of another form, but it does not tells that heat engine heat energy cannot be completely converted into an equivalent amount of work. So these limitation, the second law of thermodynamics is needed. From this experience, we can be predicted that there must be some laws besides first law, which should be able to predict the directions of process. Thus, this second law of thermodynamics is needed. See, second law of thermodynamics, first we want the spontaneous process. What is the spontaneous process? The process which occurs naturally is known as spontaneous process. For example, gas expansion from high pressure to low pressure. So a spontaneous process means the process which occur naturally is known as a spontaneous process. In this spontaneous process, the difference between driving and opposing forces is very large. In this process, the difference between driving and opposing forces is very large. These force all spontaneous process or irreversible process. Spontaneous process or irreversible process. Here, the second law of thermodynamics is generalized based on certain observations experienced in case of heat engines and refrigerators. It may be stated in several ways as follows. So there are so many definitions are there for second law of thermodynamics. So various statements are there. First, it is impossible to convert heat into work completely without causing some permanent change in the system or surroundings. This is the one statement. It is impossible to convert heat into work completely without causing some permanent change in the system or surroundings. Second one, heat can always flow from a hotter body to cooler body spontaneously. Hotter body to cooler body spontaneously. Next, it is impossible to construct a machine working in complete cycle. It is impossible to construct a machine working in complete cycle. So all spontaneous processes are thermodynamically irreversible, and the entropy of the system increases in all spontaneous process. So entropy means randomness of the system. Entropy means randomness of the system. See, all spontaneous process thermodynamically irreversible. So because in spontaneous process the difference between the driving force and opposing force is very high, and in spontaneous process entropy of the system increases in all spontaneous process. In cyclic process total heat can't be converted into one. Some heat is discharged as usual to lower temperature. It is impossible to construct a machine giving an 100% efficiency. 100% efficiency. So these are the some statements for second order, second law of thermodynamics. See here Carnot cycle. So before Carnot cycle, heat engine. So the definition of heat engine is the machine which can do work by using the heat that flows from high temperature to low temperature is known as a heat engine. High temperature means reservoir, low temperature means sink. So the works in reversible cyclic process, and in between two temperatures it absorbs heat at high temperature, performs some work and evolves some heat at low temperature. So the ratio of work done to the quantity of heat absorbed given efficiency of heat engine. The efficiency of heat engine, so pi is equal to, so W by Q. Here W is equal to work done, heat is equal to, Q is equal to heat absorbed. So this is the efficiency of heat engine. In a cyclic process, W is always less than Q. In cyclic process, W is always less than Q. So efficiency of a cyclic process always less than 1. Efficiency of cyclic process always less than 1. See here next Carnot cycle. Carnot in 1824 proposed a reversible theoretical and imaginary heat engine operated between temperature T1 and T2 to demonstrate the maximum convertibility of heat into work. Heat into work. This heat engine consists of 1 mole of an ideal gas, which undergoes successive operations and finally reaches the initial state. The cyclic process which occur under reversible conditions in called a Carnot cycle. So Carnot cycle in heat engine consists of 1 mole of an ideal gas which undergoes successive operators and finally reaches the initial state. The cyclic process which occurs under reversible conditions is called as Carnot cycle. So here Carnot cycle consists of 4 steps. See here, this is the step 1. A system is at A. Here pressure P1, volume V1. So this is cyclic process, Carnot cycle. A came to B. Here B pressure is V2, P2 volume is V2. From B2 it will came to C. From C2 it will go D. From go to it will go to initial A. Here A having P1 V1, B having pressure P2 volume V2, C having pressure P3 V3, D having pressure P4 V4. So this is the plotting diagram. So P versus V. So here A is at V1 value, B is at V2 value, C at V3 value, D at V4 value. This is the cyclic process. So the working substance is Carnot cycle is 1 mole of an ideal gas taken in a cylinder fitted with a pistonless piston. Carnot cycle is operated in 4 strokes, that is AB, BC, CD, DA. So it will came in same initial stage. So 4 steps are there. First step is the isothermal reversible expansion. Second one is adiabatic reversible expansion. Third one is isothermal reversible compression. So fourth one, adiabatic reversible compression. See here, first one, isothermal reversible expansion. So in this step, 1 mole of ideal gas is allowed to expand isothermally and reversibly from V1 to V2 volume at T2 temperature. In isothermal process, temperature is constant. The temperature is T2. So the gas expands isothermally and reversibly at temperature T2 from value V1 to V2. See here, it is isothermally expands from A to B. That means volume V1 to V2 at constant temperature T2. Okay. For the first law of thermodynamics, Q is equal to del E plus W at constant temperature, that is isothermal process. QU is equal to 0. So for isothermal process, Q is equal to W. That means heat absorbed by the system. At temperature T2 is equal to work done by the system on surroundings. Okay. So if Q2 is the heat absorbed and W1 is the work done, it can be written as Q2 is equal to minus W1, that is in isothermal reversible expansion maximum work takes place. So we know the equation for maximum work. W maximum is equal to, so RT ln, so V2 by V1. So according from this equation, so we can write this Q2 is equal to, so minus W1 is equal to RT2 ln V2 by V1. Here T2 is equal to constant temperature, V1 is the initial value, V2 is final value. This is the work done in isothermal reversible expansion. This is W1. Next, second one, adiabatic reversible expansion. Now the system is in B. In second step, the gas expands reversibly adiabatically from volume V2 to V3. See here it is expansion from volume V2 to V3. That means B to T, B to C. So in the isothermal reversible expansion is shown by AB curve. AB curve. Second one, adiabatic reversible process. In the second step, the gas expands reversibly adiabatically from volume V2 to V3. The temperature of the gas falls from T2 to T1. See here, B and A at temperature T2, B in second process B PC curve. So temperature at C, temperature is T1. In this adiabatic expansion, the temperature so decrease from T2 to T1. So temperature falls from T2 to T1. Since the work done by the system on surroundings in adiabatic process, Q is equal to 0. So it can be write del E is equal to or del U is equal to minus W. According to first law, Cv is equal to dE by d2 at constant value. From this we can write Cv into dt, Cv into T1 minus T2. If work done in second step is equal to W2, the minus W2 is equal to Cv into T1 minus T2. So if the change in sign here, minus W2 is equal to minus Cv into T2 minus T1. So in third step, isothermal reversible compression. Isothermal, the second step indicated the BC curve. Second step indicate the BC curve. So in third step, isothermal reversible expansion. So in the stage 3, the gas is subjected. In this step, the gas is allowed to compress isothermally and reversibly from V3 to V4. V3 to V4 at T1 temperature. In isothermal process mean temperature constant. The temperature is equal to T1. This is respected by curve CD. This is represented by curve CD. In this step, consider the amount of heat evolved is Q1. So work done in this step is equal to, so W3 is equal to, work is equal to the heat. So W3 is equal to RT1 ln V4 by V3 is equal to minus Q1. This is the third step. Next, step 4. Step 4 is called adiabatic reversible compression. In this step, the gas is allowed to compress adiabatically and reversibly from V4 to its original volume V1. V4 to its original volume V1. Heat evolved in this compression remains in the system. So in the compression, heat is evolved, heat is released. In that, heat is in the system. As a result, temperature of system increases from T1 to T2. T1 to T2. So work done in this step is given by, so W4 is equal to CV into T2 minus T1. Here T1 is equal to final temperature, T2 is equal to initial temperature. So next work, this is the work 4. So work done, now the system is in the completed one cycle, A to B, so B to C, C to D, then D to A. So total cycle is so completed. This adiabatic reversible compression is represented as curve dA. Okay. Next, work done in the above cycle is given by, so W is equal to total W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus W4. Total 4 steps work we have to added. See here now, see here. W is equal to RT to ln V2 by V1 minus, so W2 is equal to minus CV into T1 minus T2 plus third step work RT1 ln V4 by V3 plus fourth step work CV is equal to T2 minus T1. So here we can change the CV into T2 mutually cancel. So final work is equal to W is equal to RT2 ln V2 by V1 plus RT1 ln V3 by V4. So this is the final work. So in the case of adiabatic, second and third relation between temperature and volume, see here T2 by T1 is equal to, so V3 by V2 gamma minus 1. TV gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. That is the temperature and volume in adiabatic process, the relation of adiabatic process. From that, T2 by T1 is equal to V4 by V1 gamma minus 1 in step 4. So this T2 minus T1 V3 by V2 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to step 2. Step 2 in adiabatic process. Next step 4 also adiabatic process. In step 4, T2 by T1 is equal to V4 by V1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1. From here we can write V3 by V2 is equal to, both left side is equal to same. So we can equal to the right side relations. So V3 by V2 is equal to V4 by V1. So here we can do the cross multiplication. So V3 by V4 is equal to V2 by V1. So this substituting the value of V3 by V4 in equation 5.3, in equation this equation, So V3 by V4 substitute in this equation for 53. So then we can get the, so WQ is equal to RT2 ln V2 by V1 minus RT1 ln V2 by V1. So here ln V2 by V1 common. So W is equal to R T2 minus T1 ln V2 by V1. So equation, so this is the work equation. See the next to total efficiency. Total efficiency is equal to, so work by heat absorbed. Heat absorbed in this equation, heat absorbed is equal to Q2. Q2 is equal to the, so W1 work. Q2 is equal to the W1 work. So we can write, so efficiency of heat engine is equal to W means, so R T2 minus T1 ln V2 by V1 by, so Q2 value, Q2 means that one, W2, W2 means R, so T2 ln V2 by V1. We both cancel RR ln V2 by V1 ln V2 by V1. So we can get, so finally pi is equal to, so T2 by T1 by, so T2. This is the efficiency of heat engine in Carnot cycle. Efficiency of heat engine in Carnot cycle. Okay, efficiency of heat engine is equal to work done by heat absorbed. So total work in a cyclic process by, so which, in which step heat absorbed only, in first step only heat absorbed, that is Q2. So that is in isothermal expansion, so work is equal to the heat. So we can write the, so work RT2 ln V2 by V1. Then we can get the pi T2 minus T1. This is the final work here. The efficiency of heat engine is defined as the fraction of heat absorbed by an engine which it can convert into work. Here efficiency N is equal to W by Q2. So here W is equal to net work done by heat absorbed. So in this cyclic process, heat absorbed only at, so first step only. So substituting W is equal to R T2 minus T1 ln V2 by V1 and Q2 is equal to R T2 ln V2 V1. So from this N is equal to NR pi. So this equation we can cancel the RR ln V2 by V1, V2 by V1. We can get the N is equal to T2 minus T1 by T2, or N is equal to T2 by T2 minus T1 by T2. T2 by T2 is equal to 1. So 1 minus, so T1 by 1 minus T1 by T2. So for the heat engine to have 100% efficiency, T1 must be 0. It means the temperature of sink must be absolute 0. Absolute 0 in case of gases never realized in actual practice. Hence a heat engine with 100% efficiency is never possible. The efficiency of heat engine is always less than 1 or less than unit. So okay, in the efficiency of cyclic process, the efficiency of cyclic process depends on the two temperatures in between which, so the efficiency of, see here, this according to this equation, the efficiency of cyclic process depends on two temperature in between which it is working. So it is independent of nature of working substance. Next point, the temperature difference is more, efficiency is more. the temperature difference is more, efficiency is more. This is the Carnot cycle. So okay, Carnot cycle working, this is the Carnot cycle. So AB step 1, so system starting at A1 position, from A to it will come B, B to C, C to D, D to same initial position. So it complete the one cycle. So this is known as a Carnot cycle. In this 4 steps are there. 1. Isothermal reversible expansion, adiabatic reversible expansion, isothermal reversible compression, adiabatic reversible compression. So first isothermal reversible expansion is represented AB curve, adiabatic reversible expansion represented BC curve, isothermal reversible compression represented CD curve, adiabatic reversible compression represented DA curve. So from this we can get the efficiency of heat engine. Efficiency of heat engine. So efficiency of heat engine work between only so 2 temperatures which it can work. So okay. So this is the Carnot cycle. Thank you.